Welcome, everyone. My name is Belisa Davis. For those of you who I have not already met or connected with, I am the new partner engagement manager for GetHelpOC. So I think most of you I met at the last meeting. Some of you guys, this is your first meeting. So welcome. What we're going to do today, we're going to have our partner spot night, which is a Thrive Together with Orange County. And then we have our GetHelpOC system update, the new partner highlight, and our recognition of the top successful connections so far of 2025. Then there'll be some time for some question and answers at the end if anybody has any questions, or you're welcome to put anything in the chat. Also, please put your name and your agency in the chat so we know everyone who is here. And this meeting is also going to be recorded for those of you who just popped in. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to start with our partner spotlight. So Lisa, I'm going to turn it over to you. Just let me know when you want me to switch the slides over for you.
Sounds great. Thanks, Belisa, for the wonderful introduction. Good morning, everyone. Can you guys hear me okay?
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. So go ahead and switch the slide to the next one. Thanks, Belisa. So good morning, everyone. My name is Lisa Nino. I am a licensed marriage and family therapist, and I am the Senior Operations and Clinical Services Manager with Thrive Together OC or TTOC. So definitely wanted to give a shout out to be able to have the opportunity to be a spotlight partner this morning, and looking forward to finding ways that we can more intentionally collaborate to really serve the youth and the families that all of our agencies serve. Go ahead and go to the next slide. So let me share a little bit about TTOC. In terms of a program overview, really our goal is detection and early intervention when it comes to youth who are at clinical risk or clinical high risk for psychosis or CHRP. So we do that in in 4 different ways. So one of the ways that we are able to specialize in is that before I get started, also, I wanted to share that all of our services are at no cost for Orange County residents, ages 12 to 25. So one of the 4 ways that we're able to support that clinical high risk for psychosis population is through specialized screenings and brief assessments. So initially we have a brief screener that's about 8 questions that will depending on how the young person, 12 to 25, or depending on how their parent or caregiver or legal guardian answers those screening questions. It's through our screening questions, then the person might be prompted to say, hey, thanks for answering the questions, these 8 questions. It looks like you may benefit from further assessment. For those individuals who are identified through our screener to benefit from further assessment, we as a program automatically get notified to be able to say, hey, there's a young person that could benefit from TTOC. And so our team reaches out usually within 24, depending on if the response comes in on a Friday, then 48 business hours to be able to reach out to that young person or their parent or caregiver to schedule an initial intake appointment. In addition to that screening, we have a brief assessment that is a little bit of a psychosocial to really get a better understanding of the kind of mental health concerns that young person might be experiencing. If depending on how the brief assessment is completed, that individual could then is identified to benefit from even further assessment, then our team would be able to transition to offering a fuller clinical assessment, which is based on the SIPs. So I'll get into that a little bit later. In addition to the brief screenings and assessments, we also have for individuals that meet criteria for benefiting from a full assessment, we have a comprehensive, either a brief clinical report or a full clinical report that we're able to provide the young person and their family with basically, the information, a really comprehensive synopsis of the information that we gathered during that brief assessment or the full assessment period, our clinical treatment recommendations in terms of next steps. And that comprehensive report is reviewed at what we call a family feedback session. In addition to the brief screenings and the screenings and specialized assessments, we also offer consultations with individuals. It could be the young person themselves, age 12 to 25, families, providers in the community, and also other affiliated professionals. So the consultations that we offer at Thrive Together OC are offered in two ways. We do have a drop-in hours. It's every Tuesday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., where anybody can come in and stop by. Our clinic is located in the city of Garden Grove, but we are within minutes of the walking distance to the block of Orange, right? I think it's called the Outlets at Orange right now. So please come visit us and stop by. Those consultations can also be provided over the phone. So I will have at the end of the presentation, we have a contact slide. So that'll show our phone number and our shared inboxes that you're able to reach out, but you can give us a call as well if you'd like to consult with us. So it might be that you have a young person that you're working with that may seem to be at clinical high risk for psychosis, but you're not sure. So that's what we're here for. Myself as our clinical services manager and any of our clinicians are able to provide those consultations if you're not sure, if you have somebody that you have in mind to refer to us at TTOC. We also provide education in the community, and that's intended to, again, detect and really for early intervention for clinical high risk for psychosis. So that education in the community might be parent workshops. We haven't been able to continue that series, but we plan on it. We had the Thriving Parent Mental Health Matters kind of parent education workshop. We've also partnered with different organizations to offer parent workshops in the community. We also do just kind of basic education and outreach. So you'll definitely see our Thrive Together OC team at different outreach events. The most recent one that we were at was the Meeting of the Minds conference this past Friday. So our co-founder of Thrive Together OC, Dr. Jason Schiffman, he's affiliated with UCI. He was there to actually give a kind of a basic introductory presentation on clinical high risk for psychosis. Really, our goal is to make sure that the individuals and the young people that are referred to us are matched with the right level of care. So that's why we're focused on those specialized screenings and assessments. We also have a program resource specialist. She's amazing. Her name is Cindy, and she really is, she's been with our team for quite a while. And so she's really able to have a wealth of resources, local Orange County resources specifically. And so she consults on a regular basis with our clinical team and to really determine how to individualize the referrals and linkages that she's providing if she's involved from a case management standpoint. Belisa, next slide, if you can. So what is clinical high risk for psychosis? Clinical high risk for psychosis is a risk state that is distressing and impairing, but it does not meet full threshold criteria for psychosis syndrome. So the difference between psychosis risk state and psychosis, we really look at, it's on a continuum, and we really look at, as we're gathering information, the level of intensity and the level of severity of the self-reported symptoms, as well as the degree of conviction. So what a person's insight is into those experiences. So level of distress and also level of conviction when it comes to clinical high risk for psychosis. So the way we're focused on more prevention is that we're really trying to capture those individuals who are at clinical high risk for psychosis before they what we call cross threshold into that more serious mental health condition of psychosis. And so if you were at Dr. Schiffman's Meeting of the Minds presentation this past Friday, or if you've seen him just on our virtual training library, you'll hear him talk a lot about the untreated duration of untreated psychosis. And so that's where we are really poised to want to detect and intervene early with this specialized population. Next slide. So you might ask, what are some early warning signs when it comes to individuals who might be at clinical high risk for psychosis or CHRP? So honestly, many of the youth that are referred to us, or many of the youth that find out about Thrive Together OC, we're far more alike than they are different in terms of like maybe referrals that you might see to a general mental health clinic, a mental health outpatient clinic. So we have young people who are maybe reporting that they're struggling with maybe anxiety, or they're struggling with depressed mood and really not enjoying the things that they used to enjoy. We also have a lot of young people that have been struggling with maybe grief or loss, or complex trauma. And in addition to those mental health conditions, there are additional warning signs that maybe a young person, or their parent or caregiver, or maybe a caring adult who's a champion for that young person might feel that, hey, something's off, something's not quite right. That could mean experiences of having jumbled thoughts and confusion. I already mentioned the loss of interest in activities, people, and just self-care. We look at, again, the level of impairment and functioning. So significant decrease in school or work performance, trouble speaking clearly, or maybe some unnecessary fears that are really on that continuum. They're really like kind of really approaching like kind of more irrational fears. The next slide. So that's kind of a little spotlight of what we do. This is our contact information. So that phone number at the top is our main line. We are open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. So please give us a call. If we, for whatever reason, if we don't have someone who is able to answer the phone in real time, please leave a message and we will get back to you within 24 hours, that same business day. Our website is thrivetogetheroc.org, so please visit it. We have a lot of resources in terms of how to contact us. There's a link to our menu of trainings on there, a link to just you can meet our team in terms of like just to see kind of who our team is. If you want to reach out to us for either a provider consultation, or just if you want to refer a parent or caregiver to reach out to us, maybe they're not sure that whether or not their young person could benefit from Thrive Together OC services and the services we offer. You're more than welcome to share our info. So our services, the bottom email address, that's services@thrivetogetheroc. That's really intended to be for consultation. And also if you have someone that you wanted to refer, we do check that shared inbox on a regular basis. If you specifically have a question that's more for our team about just any information programmatically or for training specifically, that's what those two middle shared email addresses are for. The info@thrivetogetheroc for general information. And then the trainings is an email distribution for training requests. What I'll do is that a little bit later I can drop into the chat. We have our training menu of services. Either that, Belisa, you tell me. I can either drop it into the chat or I can email it to you and maybe you can share it out. But we have our menu of trainings. So we have both community trainings that are for just the general community. We also have CE offered trainings that are for providers. So that is something that is something I can share. I'm really excited to share that this coming Tuesday, we also are going to be having our first ever community resource fair. So we were able to, it's been a ton of planning, but it's been really nice to see our team come together and rally around each other. We did kind of reach out to select organizations and select community partners who also serve more of a transitional age youth population. So you might have already seen our flyer out there. We have a save the date Instagram post on social media. So please, absolutely, it is May 6th. It's from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. It's at the Village, which is in Santa Ana. So it's 1505 East 17th Street in their courtyard and their foyer, because as Strive Together OC, we are a fiscally sponsored project of Charitable Ventures of OC. And so that's where we're able to host it. So We have a lot of just fun activities and just light refreshments that are planned. Dr. Schiffman is also going to be doing a CE training that afternoon from 4:30 to 5:30. So please sign up for that as well. So I'll share those flyers for sure. But I just, for now, I wanted to just again express my gratitude for the opportunity to be a spotlight partner on this networking meeting, and happy to answer any questions either before or after.
Great. Thank you so much. This is incredible information and you are doing amazing work. For those of you guys who are new to our meetings, we do a partner spotlight, and I should have started with this at the beginning, so my apologies. We do a partner spotlight at every meeting where we just have one of our network partners share additional information about the work that they're doing so that we can all get to know each other a little bit more. And then you can see if, like, learn more about the other agency and potential referrals to them. So if anyone has any questions for Lisa, you guys could ask it now, or we could do it at the end or drop it in the chat. Okay, thank you. So now we're gonna go through our GetHelpOC system updates. So I'm gonna be turning it over to Diana. So Diana, let me know when you want me to go through all the slide changes as well.
Okay, sounds perfect. Hi, everyone. I am the CIE Network Specialist. A few of you have already spoken with me or submitted tickets, so I'm usually the one helping behind the help desk. So if you have any questions regarding navigating the GetHelpOC system, you're more than welcome to reach out to our help desk. So I wanted to provide a few updates since our last quarterly meeting. And we have a few changes, which I'll go over. The first one is the account ID field. I want to provide a quick explanation of what that is. The account ID field was added to the client profile. This is a system-generated unique identifier assigned to the client. You can see this field on the client record under the account name. For increased security, please reference this account ID when opening a ticket. So basically what this all means is that sometimes you have questions or concerns about a client. Please search for the account ID on the profile of the client. That way, when you're submitting a ticket, you're not submitting any client identifying information. So this helps us out on our end to search for the client without needing their full name or date of birth. You can also reference the article, which is sending information to the GetHelpOC help desk. This is on our knowledge base article, which you can always review any updated changes on there as well. Can you go to the next slide, please? Okay. So we did add some changes to our referral outcomes, and I wanted to also provide a quick overview of what the referral outcomes are and what the purpose of it is. So I'll just provide a quick explanation and go over the updated change. So the purpose of logging an outcome is to record the status of a direct referral and closing the referral loop. The outcome should be recorded once the client has a definitive resolution to the referral. For example, if the client is not eligible at that point, or if they are and receive a program enrollment service complete, then an outcome should be recorded at the conclusion of the enrollment service. So our best practice is to review the referrals daily to take timely action. And so once the client eligibility and participation are determined, an outcome should be recorded. And so the new change that we have is we have added the option deceased on there. And so you're also able to log that in so that way we are aware as well that the client has deceased. And so that change took place in February this year. So that's one of the newest changes. And you're more than welcome to also review the knowledge base article that we have linked there, which is navigate the referral tab and log in an outcome of a direct referral. Can you also go to the next slide? Thank you. And so I'll be summarizing with the regarding the direct referral report that was sent back in March. We do use Dropbox. That is the website that we are using to share the files with our agency partners. Some of you may have received the invitation back in March. And so with Dropbox, we are sending out these direct referral reports. The reports include referrals that are currently active, pending, or on wait lists for your agency with an outcome recorded. I have also linked a few articles that you can also reference. And so they are pretty helpful on how to create a Dropbox account, how to access your file, how to read your file. So if you're having issues, you can always reference those articles or submit a ticket as well. Um, we are also working on a cleanup project. So if any agency has like any outstanding referrals, we're trying to connect with our agency partners to assist them with the cleanup, and we can help with updating the referral status for our agency partners. And then lastly, we are working with, we're hoping to send out the referral reports every 2 weeks. So that way, the referrals are recorded in a timely fashion. And so, as far as like best procedures, it's best to continuously always look at your referrals and just try to record an outcome within a few days of receiving that referral. Okay. So the next slide. Okay, so I'm going to do a quick demo for any users that wish to be added onto GetHelpOC. And so a lot of our agency partners are new, and so we do have a procedure for any new users that wish to be onboarded. And so I'll be sharing my screen here. Give me just a second.
And stop my share. So now it's yours.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, are you able to view my screen? Okay, perfect. So when you have a new user, you can always reference our articles on the knowledge base library. We do have 2 articles on there that can assist with onboarding any new users. So when you click on that article, it will demonstrate how to create an account on our training site if you don't have one. So it will have the link on there. And once you follow that link, it will take you to our training site, and you will have to include your information on there, and then you're able to sign up and then self-enroll into our training account. So please have all new users go through this process. They won't be able to have access to GetHelpOC if they haven't completed their training. So once you're logged in, this is how it's going to look like. We have our online course catalog. These are the 2 trainings that we have for GetHelpOC. And for case managers, they just have to complete the community partner network training. For any new referral managers, you have to complete these 2 courses. And so you're able to self-enroll, and once you have completed, you can go ahead and submit the account update form, which I'll go ahead and show you. On the main website, you can click account update form, and then it will take you to this form here. And so once they've completed the training, you're able to, sorry, I apologize. Only referral managers are able to submit this form. And so as a referral manager, please submit the information of the user. Make sure that they have a personal work email. They can't submit a personal email. So that way we can identify the user there. And then we will receive this through our help desk, and then we'll go ahead and continue with activating the user once we have identified that they have gone through the training that is made for their role. And so that's pretty much it. If you have any questions about how to access the training, you can, like I mentioned, refer back to our knowledge-based articles. But if none of them are assisting you, you're more than welcome to also go ahead and submit a ticket, and our help desk is able to assist you with any questions that you may have. Let me stop sharing here. So,
Okay.
so that is pretty much all the updates as far as GetHelpOC. And I believe there's one more update, and I think Amy will review that.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's for you, Amy.
Awesome. Hi, everybody. I have an exciting update. So we are in the process of putting in a new assessment, social determinants of health assessment that shows up on when you're on a client record at the top, there's a button called General Assessment. We are putting in a tool called the Whole Person Health Score. It is a validated assessment that was created by Dr. Luong from the Riverside University Health System. So the responses to this assessment can help guide through resources and match specific needs that the clients have to what is showing up as an unmet need through this assessment. So it helps with discovering not just the stated needs that our clients have, but also the unstated needs. So as we're connecting them, doing, care coordination, case management to resources, we're able to determine kind of the whole range of things from healthcare to food to housing, to legal support that they need in this one assessment. So we are in the process right now of contracting with the Riverside University Health System to gain access to this assessment. Once that's done, we'll be building it into the GetHelpOC technology on that general assessment tab. So more to come on this. But if you want to learn more about it, I'm going to pop the article on the whole person health score in the chat. If you're interested in reading more about it, it's going to be, I think, a big improvement and will help us, guide to the resources that our clients need in a more streamlined and better way. So I'll pause for any questions. Awesome. I do want to throw in something that is totally not related to this, but this is my opportunity to talk. So I want to let you know logistically, I'm going to be changing the meeting invites on Zoom. It'll still be on Zoom, but we're going to be making the invite so that you can register for each of the meetings. It'll be easier for us to track on our end, who's attending our meetings and who's getting the updates. So this link will not be available for the next meeting, but I'll send out the new meeting links as soon as I'm able to create them for our next meeting in June, July? July. Awesome. Thank you. Back
Yes,
to you,
thank you.
Lisa.
Does anyone have any questions for Amy on the whole person healthcare or for Diana? I will reiterate, when you have a question on the portal or like within like the GetHelpOC, it's the easiest thing to go submit a ticket to that. That's going to be the fastest and most effective way to get help. You're welcome to email me, but I'm going to refer you right back to that anyway. So for the most of, efficient way of getting assistance that you need is to go to the GetHelpOC website and then put a ticket in there, and then the team will be able to take it for action. So please use that and encourage any of your staff members, if they're having any questions or any difficulty logging in or anything coming up, to please go there as well. So I'm going to do our new partner highlights. Like, we're super excited because we did just onboard 5 new agencies within the last couple of weeks. So yay, welcome everyone. Our first one is America on Track. And so they offer positive youth development strategies to support students in developing their interpersonal decision-making and leadership skills. So they have civic engagement activities and volunteer opportunities, public speaking and leadership skills, fitness skills, encourages the reading of books and exposure to social justice issues. The other new partner is our Care Partners. They provide home care services that are all about providing personalized care for you or your loved ones. They provide private duty home care, CalAIM home care, disability and ECM care management. The other one is the Alianza. I hope I didn't pronounce that wrong. Translatinix. They provide fresh produce and pantry staples in collaboration with Second Harvest to anyone who needs it every Friday. I'm going to say I was there last Friday, no, 2 Fridays ago, delivering donuts to them for onboarding so quickly. And they have probably the best office building I've ever seen. So, and the one thing is that the food pantry is open to anyone who needs it, and it's downtown Santa Ana. So please share that. One of our other partners is the Eli Home. They provide a Christian-based interim shelter for 60 to 90 days for women with children 12 years and younger. They accept women and children who have experienced neglect, abuse, or domestic violence. They also accept women with a history of substance use for shelter, comfort, encouragement, and they empower homeless abused children and their mothers to live a stable, violence-free life and to help break the cycle of child abuse. Our other partner is Poppy Life Care. They provide yoga therapy to reduce stress, anxiety, depression, and chronic pain, improve sleep patterns, and enhance overall well-being and quality of life. They had programs for children and adults to help regulate their emotions and decrease stressful situations by practicing mindful exercises when triggered. They have a therapeutic music program, and they also do a gut, brain, hormone health, and women's nutritional information program with additional instructional tips and recipes on healthy foods to improve behavioral health. And they do recommendations for like diet change, meal plans, and more. And the other one is our All for Kids. They provide adoption and foster care services. They offer in-home support for pre and post adoption and foster families. Services include parent education, assisting and assessing community resources, and support addressing family needs. So welcome to all of you. We are super glad to have you as part of our partner network team, and we look forward to being able to work with you guys in the future. For our top successful connections in 2025 so far, our top agencies with successful connections are the Delhi Center, Korean Community Services, His OC, El Sol Academy, and Thomas House Family Shelter. As you can see, we've done over 1.5 connections. So we're really pleased. Thank you guys for all the work that you are doing, all of our agencies. Together, we're going to like wrap our arms around Orange County, and we're going to provide the best support as we possibly can. So thank you so much for being, part of our network, and share with us with other agencies that you guys are working with. If they're not already part of it, we'd love to have them on. Our goal is to continue to bring on as many agencies as we can so we can provide the best services to those in need in Orange County. So thank you, thank you, thank you. If we have any questions, if there's any concerns, if anybody wants to just start saying anything, this is the time. I'm going to stop my share.
Maybe Elsa, since this is your first meeting, you'd like to introduce yourself?
Oh yeah, there we go. Not to put you on the spot, Elsa.
I know,
right?
I was like, oh my gosh, what did I do? I was like, I don't have anything prepared. No. Yes. Hi, everyone. My name is Elsa. I'm the partnerships manager here at 211OC. I'm in charge of outreach. So, Lisa, I know you are at capacity with exhibitors at your fair, but yeah, so if anyone has any resource fairs, and we would love to be there to get the word out and support you guys as well. Or if you guys need any resources for your lobby, any pocket cards or anything like that, we'd be happy to mail it out to you guys. You guys can go ahead and send me an email. I'll put down my information on the chat as well. But I'm very happy to be part of the team. Thank you, Amy and Belisa, for allowing me to speak. Yeah, so if you guys, if there's any way I can support you, feel free to email me and connect with me. Thank you.
Thank you, Elsa. And like Elsa had said, if there is a request for pocket cards, if you guys want any of them, I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with them. We have postcard size ones, and we also have business card size ones, and we use them at all of our outreach events. They are incredibly helpful to hand out, to share with community residents about what Orange County, the services that we offer. So if you do have a need for some of those, please let us know. Or if you even want us to send us over our general 2-in-1 flyer, we can send it over to you as well, or Elsa can send it over to you. And you guys are feel free to print it out and to share it. Our next meeting is going to be on July 30th, 2025. We do have, well, I believe we have a partner spotlight person for the next one. But if you are interested in doing a partner highlight, please send me an email and we'll make sure that we put you on the list for that. Thank you so much, Lisa, for your presentation today. It was amazing. You guys are doing great work.
Thank you for the partnership. We appreciate it.
Does anyone have any questions or anything that they want to share about what's going on with their agencies, or maybe things that are happening? Well, that's easy. you guys get 20 minutes back of your day.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you.